Good morning, Flosstube. Welcome to my channel, Gammy Stitcher, aka Leona. I hope y'all have had a wonderful time, and I haven't been on here for a bit, so I decided I'd get on and show you what I've been working on and what all haul I've picked up since last time. I appreciate y'all coming to my channel and watching, and I hope you'll stick around and see what I have. And to my returning viewers, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And let's just go ahead and get started with what I've been working on. I've only worked on two ones. I'm trying to get these two finished because they're so close. First one is Big Hearted Tiny Town, and it's by Heart and Hand. And let's see if I can show you how much I've gotten here. So yeah, this is where I'm at. I don't have very much more left. Let's see. I don't know how I could show you where. This will stay up that way. I try to hold it like this. All right. So as you can see, I don't have a whole lot left because this house right here is, I believe, this house. So I've got pretty much one house, and then I've got a little bit I've got one more house there on the end, and finishing this little skinny house, the pink house that you can barely see there. I have one house besides this one. This one has a little bit left to finish, and then I have another house and another fence and tree and another fence and some birds or something. So I'm getting there. This one's getting pretty close to being a finish, and I'm excited because I haven't had a finish in quite a while. And now my pulmonary hypertension is progressing, so that's part of why I haven't been on. And this is done on 14 count Zweigart Ada, and the color is 3009. So I hope by next one or two videos I can have this done. This one or the other one at least. And then my other one that I've been working on and trying to get finished is Poutini's chart. It's from her charts, and it's called Craft Supplies and Other Lies. And it will look like that when I'm done. And I'm hoping to be able to hang this in my quilt room or craft room, so that even though I went out, I bought craft supplies today at guild meeting. I was at our guild meeting for Pensacola quilters, and I bought stuff today. So all I have left of this one see if I can get them both in there, is pretty much that bottom row and the row just above it. So this month, and the stuff on the side of this month, and then the bottom row that says, and other lies I tell myself. So the bottom two rows is what I have left to do of this one. And then there's a little odds and ends things, like I skipped a thread right here, and I skipped a couple of backstitch things throughout here. But then this one will be done. And that's all I've worked on since I've seen y'all last. Just trying to get it where it doesn't fall down. I have so much stuff piled here that my husband's wanting me to get it cleaned out of our kitchen, get it put up in my craft room. So I decided I better record this today and get this stuff out of here before he starts complaining more. And I'm hoping to get back into quilting a little bit. That's why I started going to the Quilt Guild. I've been missing sewing on my machine. So I have for haul, this is part of what I got today at the guild meeting. There's 10 boards here that you can wrap your fabric in. And I have it upside down. I don't know if you can see it with the bow, but you can wrap your fabric around these boards, and they're easier to stick together. And they have little clips on the boards. I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but like here's one, and it just like pops out and clips the fabric and holds it. That's one thing I got. And then this I got, we have a challenge coming up that I'm supposed to stitch a 20 by 20 inch block. Let's see if I can get it open here. A 20 by 20 inch block. Using these colors. They're hand-dyed fabric from a lady here. And I picked Rose's color, or two kind of purplish colors. And then I'm going to stick some of the blue. And there's a little tab of yellow that I'm going to probably put in there. But it's supposed to be a 20 by 20 inch block, and all you can add of your own fabric is black. And the instructions. It's a 20 by 20 quilt. Inspiration: Ellen's own quilt, string, tasseled, log cabin, wonky, curves, circles, anything you can find that you want to put together. It's for the 2027 quilt show. Quilts will hang in a special exhibit, but they can be judged in the mini category if the maker wants to enter the show too. A special ribbon will be awarded to the quilter that shows the best use of fabric and technique. Black fabric is the only other additional fabric you may use. No embellishments, no jewels, no painting on the quilt. Simplicity is the goal. Simple shapes, Japanese simplicity, color harmony. Freeform cutting is encouraged, but it doesn't mean you can't use rulers. And that is the other thing I picked up. I just joined this guild last month. and I'm going to be one of the ones that send out the newsletter. I'm not writing the newsletter. I just have to send it to everybody's email, and the ones that don't have email, mail it. And then I've got a storage container that I also got at the guild meeting. It has 2 dividers. It's called Craft Storables. That's what it's called. And it has 2 dividers in it. Not sure yet what I'm going to put in it, but I know I've got something. Then I got these, which I don't even think anything is in that. Okay, then I got this free, which tells you it's the American Quilter Society. It has all the yardage for backing, binding, borders, how to fit a bed, mattress top, and you slide in what you have up here and here, and then it gives you the calculations at the bottoms here. Tells you what you need. And then it also has on this side is cutting squares from a 40-inch wide fabric, and it tells you the size of cut square, cut size, and finish size. From rectangles, 45 diamond, 60 diamond, cutting quarter squares, half squares from 40 inches wide, and cutting squares from 40-inch wide fabric. And it's just a little guide. It was free for buying these 2 patterns here. And I got this one. I thought was pretty. Spangled. And this one, which I really like, because it kind of looks like cross stitch, but it's a quilt. It says, so many quilts, so little time. Really like that one. Then I got a bag of hoops and some cross stitch stuff, papers, and I got 1 hoop or 2 hoops in here, I think, and a couple of project cards and a couple of thread drops right in there. Yeah, it's two hoops, looks like. I bought it for the hoops because they look like the Nerds ones. And then I got this set of fruit fat quarters, fruits and vegetables. Because I know for a while I did some hexies in different fruits, because we had the 100-day 100 hexies. So I'm going to add to that collection with these. Cut a few hexies out of each one. And then I don't know what I'll do with the rest of the fabric. But those were all fat quarters. Then I got this cute little thing that a lady made. You tie your scissors on here, and when you go to class or whatever, you'll know where your pair of scissors are, because, you know, it has your little design tag on it. And that way you don't lose your scissors when you go to class. And then I got these, there's 2 cute little purple hearts, or It says necklace, heart necklaces. But I haven't really took it out to see how it would fit as a necklace. Then I got 8 packages of blanket binding. So I got different colors of binding already ready to go. 8-pack. And then I got some of the hexies like I was talking about. I like to do these little hexies. They had a pack of some that are already done and some papers, so I picked this up, and a little bit of thread there. Not very many colors, but a few colors. So I picked that up. Then I got this off of our free table, intending to practice with my my mid-arm machine, my Sweet 16. I'm just going to practice on these pieces, doing some long arming, which I got this book for. It has all different designs, Welsh quilting patterns, and design handbook. And I have 2 other design handbooks that I have also. And then I got Tula Pink fabric, which I love. This is a 1/2 yard of kitty cats and a 1/2 yard of teacups. I couldn't pass the Tula Pink, and she had so much more Tula Pink I really wanted to get, but I was good and didn't do it. And then I got this Christmas fabric with toy soldiers. My daughter and her fiance decorate with toy soldiers during Christmas, so I thought that would be nice to have for them. And then I got this little kit. It has some blocks already sewn together, but then it has other ones to put with it. And there's some that are sewn together. And then here's a bunch of squares that are already cut up to be sewn together. So I thought it was just a pretty little design, and it'll probably make a pretty good size. You know, it won't be huge for a bed, I don't think, but it'll make a nice size. Okay, now that's what all I got at the I feel like my head's like crooked or something. Let me know if you think it looks tilted or something's kind of weird doing. And then this is something from Temu. I got a box of reading glasses. I've already taken several pairs out. Here's a black one. And I think I have a purple and a pink. And then here's a like tiger color. But they're just reading glasses. That I use to cross stitch with. Sometimes cross stitch and stitch and all. That was Temu. This one is also Temu, which I got to get my husband to put on my quilt room window or my craft room window. It is a little bird feeder, and you attach it to the window with these attachments down here. I don't really want to unwrap it, but I guess I could unwrap it and take it out. Yeah, it has the little suction things that you can attach to your window, and you just hang it, and the birds come in, and you put the feed down in here, and they just come and eat it. I hope. I'm hoping to be able to see some birds out my window. But that'll be whenever he feels like putting it out there. And we get some bird feed. Oh. And this is my So What box that I have a subscription to. I don't drop everything. And this month is a summer bag. And it's using this fabric. The yellow looks like lemons maybe. And this looks like some small leaves or birds. You could call some of them birds, I guess. The other one could be not lemons. Maybe it's a tulip or something. I can't really tell. But it's to make this handbag. And they give you everything in here you need, really. They've got pre-cut fabric and interfacing foam welt cord, all-purpose thread, sewing pins, universal needle, written instructions, a sew-along video link, so I can watch a video if I need to. All you need is sewing machine, scissors, iron, and ruler. And who doesn't have those? Everybody has those. Okay, and then it's just got your other instructions for the bag. The deal of the month was 35% off fabric collection. And that's that fabric collection. So juicy. So yeah, it must be lemons, because that's the card they also sent. So the one fabric is lemons and the other one is that bluish color. Okay, and then I've got my Fat Quarter monthly box. And this is July's, so we're good past July, so I can go ahead and show it. Summer Love, July 2025. And they always give you a discount, and they give you some QR codes for patterns and stuff that go with this. And they give you your little booklet that says how much everything is. You get a friction fine liner pen, which I can look on here real quick and tell you how much these are. The fine liner pen is $1.98. You have some little wonder clips that are pink for breast cancer month. That's what I say anyway. Even it could be for July too, I guess, but I would count them as breast cancer month. They are $6.98 for a pack of 10. And then you get the Curator Romantica fat quarters, which is, it looks like 8 fat quarters. I'll just turn it kind of sideways. You can kind of see the colors in there. And the 8 fat quarters is valued at $29.48. And then you have a spool of thread, and and it is $13.98. And then you get your Serenade quilt pattern. And you get flowering block 4. Which I think I'm going to have the whole set to this one. I don't have the whole set to the last one. Okay. And I think I got this fabric from Temu. It's like cats and flowers. It's all different kinds of fabric. Pull it out of here. And it looks like it's about a 5-inch squares. Oh, this one's cute. I like that one. And excuse my little dog. He thinks he's huge, and I guess somebody came to the door. Oh, my husband's home. That's what it is. But he thinks he's just this huge, big dog. It's going to show a few of them that were in here. So there's some pretty cute fabrics. Oh.
What's wrong?
I'm doing my video. Trying to get this one off. Looks like it has Bambi. My fingers.
Right
my finger. No. Can I finish my video? And there's Bambi. It's just a lot of different flowers. My fingers and hands don't work for nothing. Here's some more flowers. But it's just a bunch of different flowers and animals, and it was a miscellaneous 5-inch square. And you can make a lot of quilts with 5-inch squares. But you don't have to even really cut much. And that was from Temu. This right here is from the cross stitch shop down the street. I got this pattern, Let's Go Ride a Bike. It's one of their bike ones. And I got My Friend's House by Blackbird Designs. See if we can get it all in there. There you go. And I'll come up on the pattern. And I got another Blackbird Designs Mother's Garden. Blackbird Designs Mother's Garden. I really think that one's cute. And then I got a small imprint stitch and maker to make little pillows. And then I got some ground walnuts. Those you put in your pillows that you make. Or something else that make these. But this is like really stiff. And then I got a few threads. And these are from Creative Stitchery of Pensacola. And here is the colors. These are Gentle Arts Lemon Drop. Oh, that shows way brighter than what it does here. Shows way brighter on the camera. Burnt Orange. And that shows a completely different color on the camera. That's interesting. But it's called Burnt Orange. I think they're all, Gentle Arts. This one is Sugar Plum. And that looks kind of blue on the camera, and it's actually purple. And Maple Syrup. So those are all Gentle Arts. And that looks like a light brown on the camera and a darker brown in person. And then I bought a little bitty block of fabric. And this is 16 count Willow 9x10. And you can see the little marbling inside this one. Has a little bit of marble. That's called Willow. It's 16 count. I don't think I've used 16 count yet. So we'll see how that goes. And this is probably from Temu. It's just a little case. It's supposed to be to hold your medicine, but I think I'm going to put bobbins or something in there. And then this is just a to-do list. And this is a thing that you hang on your dryer to wash your tennis shoes so they don't flop all over the dryer. They just stay on the door. And here's a diabetes food list and a meal plan. Those were all Temu. This I ordered off of Facebook, I think. The Amish Ways. And this guy's an Amish guy, and he tells you all different ways that Amish people live on simple life. All different things, how they make them, and I just thought it was an interesting book. And then I also got my cross stitch magazine for Halloween. It has a bunch of little bitty ones. So it should hopefully stitch up fast, maybe. Should probably start working on some of them so I can get some Halloween stuff done. But you know how that goes. Then I have this storage container, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. And I'm going to use it for my hexies. So I'm going to put hexie supplies up in the top and then all my hexies in the bottom of it. So I have all my hexie stuff in one place. Okay. And more Tula that I got from Fat Quarter Shop. So here's some 2.5 inch. They look like they're all the same. Just this red up and down arrows. And then I got 1, 2 big packs of Tula and a couple of small colors, solid colors. So if I turn it this way, you might can see it. And there's the big one on the top. I could show you that one. And the other one's pretty much just like it, except it's pink. And I don't know what it has, pink. But it's mainly pink background. And then the smaller ones are all different colors. And this is just a pack of nail stuff for doing your nails. Got that from Temu. And that project bag of Tula Pinks. Oh, I just noticed it had dinosaurs on it. Wow. My grandson would love this. Okay. A large project bag. That was Fat Quarter Shop. I think all I have left is another storage thing, and it's they're stackable. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small totes with lids, because like I said, they're stackable. And that's all the haul I have. Now let's get out my book here. Well, that's all I got for today. Thank you for joining me today, and hope you have a good week, and I hope to see you again real soon. I just got to do shout outs, and that I have 6 shout outs this time because last time I forgot them. So the first one is the Giddy Stitcher, Michelle. Second one is the Stitching Knitter, Rochelle. First one was Michelle. The second one is Rochelle. Then Needlebug, Karen. Fourth one is Taffleberry Lane, Antonia. And then Born to Stitch, Amy. And she also has a shop with the same name, Born to Stitch. And then number 6 is Creating with Rebecca. And happy stitching, everyone. And I'll see you next time. I hope you have a wonderful week, 2 weeks. Happy holidays coming up. Monday's Labor Day. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.